What's up guys, MMA Game here, bringing you another video. This video we're going to be talking about Ultimate Team Mode in EA Sports UFC 2. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more and help support the channel, make sure to kick that like button. This video I'm going to be going over the mode in general and some things you can do and some good techniques that you can do in order to get more coins and more points and stuff like that. So for starters, in Ultimate Team, basically the way it works, it's an all creative fighter mode, and you create a fighter and you can have a team of fighters. So you can have 5 different fighters, and naturally what you'll kind of want to do at first is just create one fighter and then sort of just use that fighter, build them up. But the best thing to do is go ahead and create as many fighters as you want to at first, because the way you don't actually assign any attribute points, it doesn't take very long to create your fighter. So the benefit of having 5 fighters is that, for one, you're going to be able to use a lot more of the cards that you get in the packs that you buy with your coins in the mode. And that's basically the whole point of the mode, is to get as many coins as you can, buy as many packs, and get the best moves for all your fighters, and get the belts and everything like that. But starting things off, again, you want to make as many fighters as you can, and you want to also use different weight classes, as many different weight classes as you can for each fighter, unless you really want to do a fighter in, the same weight class, you can. But when you differentiate the weight classes, you're able to utilize a bunch more of your cards that you get in your pack, because the way it works in the packs is that you might get a special perk for a certain weight class or a special move for a certain weight class. So if you get a heavyweight move and you don't have a heavyweight fighter, you only have lower rank weight fighters, then you're not going to be able to use those cards, and you'll end up having to sell a bunch of cards or just discard them, whether or not you don't want to use them. But now we get into the packs themselves and the cards. So once you have your team created, you have your 5 fighters, you got all different weight classes, you're ready to go, you can head on in to the main menu of the mode where you can choose your different things. Now, the game will start off and give you some coins. You also can have, you can buy points with real money if you want to. It's not necessary at all, but you can do that and buy packs with points. But coins is what you get in the game. They start you off with some. You can get some. You can choose different packs. They will be adding new packs to the game based on recent fights and stuff like that. They're specialty packs, and you want to try to go and get those red and gold cards. Those are the best cards, and they give you more. They're way more valuable, and they add specific damage increase percents and stuff like that. So, and same with the perks. So you might get different perks that you can use that are kind of a common card that you can still use the perk, but it's not as good. So you want to try to get the red and the gold cards. But also they have specific packs for each weight class. So if you do only have one fighter that you have so far, you can get specific middleweight packs for just middleweight, and it will give you all middleweight things. But in my experience, I found that you don't get as many great cards in those packs. So I tended to go with more of the, higher premium packs. So that's just me. But from there, you can get your perks, your moves, your attributes, and your boost type, fitness type cards. Now, with the fitness and the boost type cards, the training cards, what that does is it gives you 2 slots to put on training cards before each fight, and with those, it basically boosts up a certain thing. You can get your chin, your body, your leg health, your stamina. Give that a boost before each fight, and it's a very, very good idea to put those on at least 2 per fight if you have them. Now, if you don't have them, it's not going to be a huge deal, but they really do help a lot. And the other thing you want to make sure to keep very high is your fitness, and it's something that they do give you a decent amount of fitness cards, so you should be having fitness cards for each fight. But if not, you really have to be careful, because your fitness will drastically affect your stamina and stuff in the fight. So make sure to not get your fitness under 90. You want to always keep it around 100. Keep it as high as you possibly can. And then if you can add those training cards, then that is good too. So that is those cards. The other 2 types of cards are going to be your perks, which are very, very valuable. You can assign 5 different perks for your fighter. You want to try to get the highest type level. They have the green, and then it goes up to the red and the gold. You want to get the highest ones that you possibly can, but also you want to fill in as many as you can. And the perks, I will do another video on that, and it should be on my channel. So I will do a video going over all the different perks. But basically you want to go with your fighter's strength. So if he's a jiu-jitsu guy, you want to try to submit people, then pick the perks that you can that add to that and that help with submissions. There's multiple different perks for that. There's also ones for striking, more for health, recovery type perks. It's just all anything that fits your style, you can do that. And then the other thing are moves, which is, in my opinion, probably the most valuable are the moves. They're hard to get. They're pretty rare. There's some really pretty rare moves that you want to get. You want to kind of have a mix of range, have some long range moves, some short range moves, and definitely some different special type moves, and that each fighter does have some signature type moves that you can get. Also, there's attributes, and the attributes are huge. They raise your fighter's overall stats, basically. So that makes it so, matchmaking wise too, it's going to match you up with other people who are around your same stats. That way you're not going to get matched up with someone who's been playing Ultimate Team for a month and his stats are way higher than you when you just started. They're not going to make you up that way. So that's basically building up your fighters. And again, in the packs, you're going to get a bunch of different weight cards. You'll have like some lightweight cards, some women's division cards. And so you can mix it up with different women on your team, different weights, as many as you want. Again, you have 5 different slots for that, and you want to utilize all those slots. There's also challenges, and that way you can get more coins, and that has to do with having different fighters in different weight classes as well. Check out the challenges. I think they update them. I'm not sure how often, but you definitely want to do those challenges to get more coins. And also in the fights to get more coins, some different ways to get coins. Now, moving on to this part of the video. It's not always about getting in there and fighting the fastest and knocking them out the fastest that you're going to get the most coins. You'll actually get more coins for kind of longer, drawn-out wars that are more competitive type fights where a lot's going on. Those are the type of fights where you can get a lot more coins. If it's just sort of you go in there and just crush the guy, you're really not going to get that many coins. But also title fights and stuff like that play into it. But again, it's about having, longer drawn out competitive fights that are going to give you the more coins. And then the other way you can get coins is actually sell your cards. So say you get a bunch of cards that you don't want to use, or you have a bunch of cards in a weight class that you don't have any fighters in. Well, you can just sell those cards and they'll give you an assigned value of coins back for those cards. So every once in a while you can go through all your cards and just sell off the ones that you don't want. That way it can give you some extra cards to get new packs, to get new cards that you can potentially use on your team. So that's really cool feature that they have in there. And moving on to what you can actually do in Ultimate Team. Well, there's 2 options. You can either play online fights or you can play single player fights. And the thing with single player fights is that you actually going to be fighting against not just randomly generated calves. You're going to be fighting against other people's calves that they created throughout the either Xbox or PS4 network. And once those players are offline, they all kind of get uploaded into a server, into a pool of these calves, and you'll get randomly matched up with these calves in which you'll be earning points and stuff while you're not even playing, basically. So if someone matches up with your calf and you win, or you match up against them and just have a fight, you will be earning points and stuff like that. So that's really cool. But if you do play the single player and you beat some of these calves online or on single player mode, you're not going to earn as many coins as you would if you're playing a real person online. So keep that in mind. And moving on to the online part, you will get more coins for beating those people. And they also have a really cool title chase feature built in, which is similar to the online championship. Similar to that, the title thing. You'll basically work your way up to become a contender, and once you're a contender, it will start searching for other contenders and or champions, and from there you can match up with those people and then actually win the belt. And then once you become champion, if you win, you'll get obviously more coins for that, and then from there you'll be matched up with all other contenders or other champions. And so if you get matched up with someone else who's a champion, then you guys will fight, and whoever wins keeps being a champion. Whoever loses actually is no longer a champion. They get knocked back down. They have to work their way back up, beat a couple contenders, become a contender of their own, and then fight for a belt again. So that's a really, really cool feature. I love the whole title chase thing that they put in throughout the different modes in this game. A few tips, if you create a ground fighter initially and you learn that ground game, you're going to do pretty good and you're going to start beating people pretty quickly and pretty dominantly in Ultimate Team at first, because a lot of people just want to make stand-up fighters and just throw down. So learn that ground game, practice that ground game in Ultimate Team, and you are going to be beating some people up for sure. It's a really cool mode, and I will be playing it quite a bit on this game, making a 5-man fight team of all my creative fighters. Cannot wait. That's the video, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Again, went through as much as I can. This is a huge new mode. It has tons of new stuff. Anything else that you guys want to add, make sure to put that in the comments so we can keep the discussion going. But that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to spinning back fist that like button. Also follow me on Twitch TV and Twitter. Till next time, this has been MMA Game. Peace.